Suzanne Phillips, Coldwell Banker.
Kelly Gardner, Coldwell Banker Prime Properties.
I just had a couple basic questions, but the first question is maybe the simplest, or maybe more complex depending on where you come from. If you decide that you're in the market or you're ready to buy a house, what are the steps? How do you start out if you've never bought a house before? What do you do?
That's a really great question. We suggest you come to the people that actually do that every day, and that's a realtor. We have websites out there, so you can search us out on websites. Referrals, if you have friends that have recently bought and had a good, transaction, seek out who they use. But definitely start with a realtor first. We can listen to your needs and what you're looking for, what areas, and then we can also guide you to a lender. What kind of financing would they be looking for? So we really literally sit down and look at all their needs.
And is that the process that most people, I read someplace that people start looking for houses at online and they begin the process, but is it a good idea to contact them right at the beginning to get advice?
That is absolutely true. The statistics now are like 90% of everybody starts their search online, which is great because all the properties are online. But what do you know what you're looking for? Do you know, what price point you should be looking in? Do you know what you can afford? Do you know what the taxes are? These are things that we can help them with. So, they do start online, which is fine, but that's how we end up getting them is through our websites. So, it's a great process.
Can you talk a little bit maybe specifically about Schenectady and maybe there's always talking about taxes in Schenectady, but home values in particular, these home values here and sort of the cost of living in particular about when you buy a home or other things that you think about than just the cost of the house or the tax rates?
Absolutely. If you're out looking for a home and you're comparing it to other areas, you're definitely going to get more house for the buck. Absolutely, in the city of Schenectady. If you're looking in other areas, say Niskayuna, for instance, a $250,000 house is probably a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath colonial. In Schenectady, you can sometimes get it under $150,000 for the same house. So they're more affordable.
And I just want to add, Schenectady has some great neighborhoods. They're great walkable neighborhoods close to schools and parks. And if you're not interested in a suburban lifestyle where you have to get in the car to do everything, then the city of Schenectady is a great alternative